Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We have the Baofeng UV-17R that we are going to do an unboxing today for. Later in this video I'll do a review of it, kind of how it works, and my overall general opinion of it. So let's get started here. So we look at it. It is just a generic Baofeng box. Nothing specific about it besides the stickering that they add on to it. So if we open it up here, this is my first time opening it up, so we have the user manual that you see here, the UV-17R. Let's look at that. Just by flipping through it, it doesn't look too bad, but we'll take a closer look at it and I'll let you know how it looks. So here is the UV-17R. It's an interesting radio. I like the layout of it. Larger buttons here. I like the large screen there. I believe it has a color display. I haven't, from what I've seen online, it looks like a color display. It looks like it might have GPS. So we'll have to look and see there. On the back of it, there is the information on it. It is a amateur radio. So let's take this out of the box here. I like the feel of it. It's nice and feels heavy duty. We do have the flashlights on the bottom there. That is interesting, rather than the top. Alright, let's see what else we get in the box here, and then we'll put that together. It comes with a battery. This is a, let's see, 1800 milliamp hour, 13.32 watt hour, 8.4 volt battery. So I believe that is different than the standard Baofeng. I believe the standard Baofeng, I want to say it's like 7 volts. But we do have the battery to screw in there. One thing I know about this battery, or see about this battery, compared to what I've seen to some other similar radios, it doesn't have the USB-C connector on the back of it. I didn't see one on the radio. That's kind of a bummer, but let's see what it gives us for the charger. Alright, so let's take that out. And here, we have a nice antenna here. It's not your standard rubber duck. So let's see what it says on here. No labeling. 136, 174, and 400 to 520 on the bottom there. You can see that. So, alright, here's the charger. Let's see. Looks like it does have a drop-in, so it's possibly interchangeable between some other radios, possibly. There's that, and oh, I guess you have to have the battery on the radio for it to charge. That's kind of disappointing there, but yeah. So there's that. You have your standard lanyard, belt clip. Belt clip feels a little plasticky. I don't know. We'll have to see how it feels on the radio. And also comes with your standard earpiece. So I think this is no, it's the same as the other ones that the UV-5Rs came with. So that is everything in the box, I believe. I'm looking there, nothing else. So alright, I will put this together, play around with it for a little bit, come back, show you how it works, and share my opinion with it. So stay tuned for the second part. Hey everyone, as you get ready to see the second part of the video, I just want to let you know that this is my personal opinion about the radio. Baofeng didn't pay me to do a video on it. They sent me the radio free of charge, but it is my personal opinion, and I truly believe that this is an upgrade to the UV-5R, this Baofeng UV-17R. So definitely check the link in the descriptions if you're interested in them. If you're getting new radios, considering a new radio, I would consider this UV-17R instead of a UV-5R. The price point is pretty much the same as you'll see as I talk about some of the points in here coming up. Alrighty, welcome back to part 2. Here I'm just going to give you some features of the Baofeng UV-17R, what I like about it, kind of my opinion, and yeah, we'll just go with that here. So one feature that I'm kind of in between on is the 999 channels. Now, is it good to have that many channels? Yes. My only issue with it is that you can't set up zones or banks of channels. So if you don't know what channel you're trying to find and manually enter it, you're gonna have to be scrolling through lots of channels to find that channel there. So that's my only kind of issue with it. It's not a huge issue. It's just my personal opinion there. Um, Most of the time you're gonna be sticking on 1 or 2 channels. I really doubt as AIM's radio operator that you're gonna put almost 1,000 channels in your radio. All the simplex frequencies you can direct dial in, so that's not you don't necessarily need a channel for those. The only thing would be repeaters, and I really doubt that someone has 1,000 repeaters around them that they will fill the channels with. So, um, not a huge issue there. Like I said, that's just my opinion. Nothing against the radio. The next thing is this radio is locked down to amateur bands. So it will only transmit and receive 144 to 148 megahertz and 420 to 450 megahertz. It will receive outside of those bands or those frequencies. You just will not be able to transmit. So you can put a frequency in there. Let me turn it on here real quick.
Welcome. Channel mode. Frequency mode. 1545540.
So this is a MERS frequency here, and as you can see, it is not transmitting. So, but I can receive if I wanted to. So that's really nice there. Next thing that I really like about it is this display. I mean, look at that. It is awesome. I believe this. I've never had a radio, but I believe this kind of might be similar to like a Yaesu display. But it is really
14652.
sorry, really neat there on the display. It's nice and kind of bright, so you can display it outside. It doesn't show it in the camera, but you can see it outside in direct sunlight, and a really nice display. My only concern with this might be this display getting broke easier, and the flashlight being on the bottom. Those two might be the only things that I see breaking first. Overall, the radio fits great in your hand. It's a little bit larger than a Baofeng UV-5R, which I like personally, but it fits perfect in your hand. It doesn't feel like it's too large, or it doesn't feel like it's too small. It does fit nice. The audio on it is almost crystal clear. It sounds great both on transmit and receive. The power output on transmit, I believe, is a little bit higher than the UV-5R. I didn't actually test the power. It's rated at the same power as UV-5R, but it might be conjunction with this antenna. As you see, it's not a rubber duck antenna like the UV-5R comes with. It does look like a more improved whip there, but audio is definitely improved. Let's see some other points to talk about. The manual, it's another Baofeng manual. Definitely think it might be able to use a little bit of improvement, but I definitely was able to understand it and be able to still work the radio by hand. So the price point on this radio, it really isn't much difference. You can see the link in the comments or in my description of the video that I'll leave in there, both for Baofeng's website and from Amazon. It is $24.99. $24.99. You can't beat that price really for a radio. And for a radio like this radio is pretty good compared to UV-5R. I would definitely say, like it says in the description of the listing for these radios, it is an upgrade to a UV-5R. I will go with that, and that's really nice. Some things, kind of, I'll just go overview of it real quick. So I already have it on. So it goes. The UV-5R has the AB buttons and the VFO and memory buttons to switch. This radio does not. So the green button is the memory or menu button. If you hold it down,
Channel mode.
it switches you from
Frequency mode.
memory to frequency mode. The blue button switches you from your top channel and your bottom channel. And if you hold that down, that is going to bring in, which I think is really neat, a frequency counter or a search function. So you can, close call it's also called, take this up kind of nearby another radio. As it's transmitting, it will copy the frequency. So that way it'll tell you what the frequency is. And it'll also tell you what the PL code is, or CTCSS or DCS tone is. So as you see, it's in UHF mode there. All I have to do is hit the pound or the scan button at the bottom. That changes it to search in the VHF band. So that is one thing I thought was pretty neat with this. The other thing is the weather radio. So you can, I believe you can direct dial it in, but you can also hold down this 0.
On.
Expected for Thursday night.
And just like that,
Daily
I am
chances
now
of showers
on
and
the
storms return Friday through Monday with a best
weather
chance on
channel.
Off.
And just hold the 0 again to shut it off. That is the radio itself. Don't think I have much else to add on to it. Really nice radio for the price point on it. It is FCC certified. So with this, from my understanding, I don't have the equipment to put it on, but this got rid of the spurious emissions that the UV-5R had on it. So it is FCC certified. Has the FCC ID in the back of this radio here. If I take the battery cover off, you would see that. So, but definitely go check out the radio if you're looking for a newer, improved Baofeng. This is it here. So, thanks for joining the channel today and listening to my review of it and what I liked and stuff. And hopefully, you might see this in use in a few videos here. So, thanks for watching, and 73s to everyone.